Imagine an average day in your town. People walking briskly down the sidewalk, children giggling and playing in schoolyards, and clouds moving quickly across the sky. At a grocery store, a young woman named Kala is standing in front of the magazine rack, her eyes carefully scanning each issue. One glossy photography publication catches her eye. She reaches down to pick it up, quickly flipping through it and occasionally stopping to carefully examine a particular page. First, a cool-colored ocean scene, then a portrait of a little girl. With a small nod, she tosses the magazine into her basket and walks toward the checkout lanes. "Hello, how are you today?" the checker's cheerful voice booms. "Oh, not too bad," Kala says, dumping her stack of magazines onto the counter and tossing a bag of Hershey Kisses on top. "Wow, this is a lot of magazines. Photography, parenting, music? Why all the different topics?" Kala hadn't expected to explain her purchase. I tried to choose a lot of different things to get as many colors, textures, and subjects as possible. It's a variety thing. I use them to make these really weird collages." "An artist, huh? Well, I know of a better place to buy magazines. Ever heard of MECCA?" "I don't really consider myself an artist. And yeah, isn't that funky place by the train station? They're never open when I go by." The cashier chuckles. "Yeah, they used to be open at limited times. But now they're expanding their hours. The store is going to be open into the evening now. Imagine that." Kala breathes in the eclectic smell of the MECCA store. Around her, people are milling about with piles of various stuff, from mannequin appendages to candy wrappers to fabric scraps to old curling posters. She's so preoccupied with observing them that she doesn't notice a silver-haired man standing in front of her and walks right into him. "Oh, I'm so sorry," she exclaims, startled out of her daze. She kneels down to pick up an opaque, floppy plastic sheet with a pair of lungs printed on it. "What is this?" she asks the man, who is reorganizing a stack of similar sheets. "Oh, these are just some x-rays from my office," he says nonchalantly. "Sometimes we end up with piles of old ones sitting around. I got frustrated with them and thought to myself, hey, this could be art. I wouldn't know what to do with them, but someone else might have a bright idea." "Wow, my students would love to get their hands on those," a bubbly voice rings out from beside them. The owner is a tall blonde woman holding a stack of flattened pizza boxes and a bag of shiny foil. Too bad we already decided on aliens. With a spaceship made out of Hershey Kisses wrappers, of course. "Hershey Kisses wrappers, huh?" Kala knits her eyebrows together, conjuring up an image of a metallic UFO. "Yeah, you know, when all the other teachers were shopping for their students at big box stores, I was down here picking up my classroom supplies. You know, dryer lint is great for paper making," the teacher says. Kala pokes through bins of stuff at the MECCA studio, settling on a glue stick and a pair of scissors. She sits back down at the large table and stares at her stack of magazines and a pile of Hershey Kisses wrappers, the faint scent of chocolate still clinging to them. "What are you going to make?" a question floats across the table. Kala looks up. "Oh, I don't know yet. I'm still thinking about it." "Why? What are you making?" A college-aged girl grins back at her. "I'm here with a couple of friends from school. We're learning how to make journals from the books and tools in the studio. We'd like to make our own handmade paper for them." "I hear dryer lint works well," Kala says, smiling. "Really? I never even thought of that," the girl says. "Actually, I just thought of an idea of what you can do with your wrappers." The aliens have landed. They're perched on a table in front of a windowsill, their UFO reflecting the rays of the sunlight, breaking through the clouds. "Isn't that cute? Beings from outer space," a woman says, examining the aliens. "Hey, I want to make that," her 7-year-old daughter says, tugging at her hand. Around them, people mill about, nibbling on refreshments and engaging in lively conversation about the community art show. Art pieces are perched on tables and hung on the walls. Their creators stand beside them, beaming. A woman and her daughter walk over to the next display. "A wizard hat? Cool!" the little girl exclaims, breaking free of her mother's grip and leaping up to get a better look. "But what is it made out of?" "Candy wrappers? Mom, we should go get some candy wrappers so I can make a hat." "Where are we going to find that many candy wrappers?" her mother asks. She directs her attention to the young woman standing next to the display. "That shiny hat sure has her excited. Are you the artist?" Kala grins. "Yep, I'm the artist. She picks up the hat and places it on the little girl's head. You like my shiny hat? You can make one of these too, right here at MECCA.